regardless of who you are, where you are in your life. I mean, I'm 40 and Pete's 37. To go through your life having this happen to you, it can be devastating, and it has been in a lot of regards. We've had a lot of difficulty in a lot of ways, even job-wise. There's been struggles, and if there's some way that we can tell people that it's not that it's okay, obviously, but that it's okay to talk about it, at least come forward, because as Pete said before, you can't let an organization, regardless of where we are, whether it's corporate, whether it's but this is it, and it's wrecked spirituality also for us. Like we've lost a sense of what does it mean to be Christian?
Straining our relationship with our parents.
And we feel horrible for our mom and dad because they're dying because of this. It's killing them.
And I know one of your messages, both David and Pete, to your mom and dad is, it's not their fault. They had no way of knowing. They were deceived and they were lied to and they were victimized as your parents as much as you were as children by the deceit and the deception. I know the whole parish, the public, and the police and the parishioners. And so each of you as kids, and thank you, David, for your words. And Pete, you're 3 years younger than David, and so you're 37 now?
Yep, 37.
And what would you like to say about the action that you took today and how you feel about how the Archdiocese handled this?
The big thing for me is I think the Archdiocese, number one, through Project Benjamin, actually some of the teachers that taught me in high school headed Project Benjamin, so that they knew and had knowledge of Father Hanser and our relationship and what he had done to us. So the way the Archdiocese handled it, for me personally, because I knew a lot of those priests and I had a good relationship with them, just took away the foundation of everything that I was taught and raised on, and just disregarded the actions that they so much teach against. And to have that, it was a personal destruction of what the foundation I was raised on. So the way they handled it and the way that they're supposed to teach in Christianity, and you're supposed to believe these leaders that are supposed to follow you, the priests and the nuns, and to have them have knowledge of it and then to just give you the go around like you're frankly being talked to by a telemarketer, it was really disheartening.
And a couple of things that I wanted to add is we not only learned that a report had been made to Father Sippel in the 1970s and to the Archdiocese officials about Hanser's abuse. But when John Pallmeyer came forward in 2002 and brought his abuse forward to Project Benjamin and the Archdiocese, he was told then, after digging, that they knew about at least 17 other victims of this guy. And so I'm very sad to share that sorrow with you, but we're very grateful to both of you for what you have done, and that you have done it now, that you know what you know and have learned what you've learned, and for the courage you've demonstrated in the past and the courage you're demonstrating here today. Is there anything else, Dave, that you want to add to?
Well, I think for the most part, the hardest part about having gone through this and it continuing, it's one of those things that just never goes away. It's not like a broken arm or some sort of and the illness, it's with you all the time. But I feel worse for, like we said before, my mother and father, my wife, my kids.
How to raise our
Because
kids.
it affects so many more people than just you yourself. I can deal with what I've had to go through. To see the other people suffer because of it. And, my dad is not healthy. This would be the last thing I'd want to see him have to. It's just to have to go through all of it. I know it ate him up. It's just killing him.
And I know, Pete, there's going to be a chance for folks to email questions of you and us if they choose to, and if we get any, we'll take those. But before we do, is there anything else, Pete, that you want to add while we're alive here?
I guess to other victims out there, and again, like Dave said, I thank everybody that's helped us, but don't be afraid. Don't hide behind it. Don't let them bully you around and give you the runaround like we had. And if you have knowledge, if you're one of us, come forward, please.
And we do want to, again, applaud you both for your courage. You're stand-up guys. And we also want to warn others in the community that this former priest, David Hanser, lives in the Milwaukee area. And he lives in, how do you pronounce that?
Neshota, Wisconsin.
And we believe he lives on the lake there at, what is that address?
W329NG Haslinger Avenue Drive. Moose Lake is the lake, his cabin lake.
And, I think that you taking this action today sounds an alarm to the community that this man has got a history of decades of predatory abuse of children. And we don't have any reason to believe that he stopped. And the Archdiocese certainly hasn't given anybody any information that they know that he has. So he remains at risk. And so on behalf of the community in which this man still lives and abused countless youth for years, we're grateful to you both for this. Aaron, do we have any questions coming in? Anything else you want to add, Mike? David and Pete, I want to thank you again both for the action you've taken, and we're grateful to be here with you. Feel deep sadness for what you've had to endure, but greatly impressed and in deep admiration of both of you
Well, we want to thank you for your help. Because
Thank you.
to us it was over.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, man. Okay, we'll sign off.